witness and the judge. Steele refuses to answer, and then the judge sentences him to 20 days in jail over the weekends. The judge is straight up wrong here and didn't want to admit it. There's hundreds of defense lawyers citing case law I'll show you at the end of this video, and over 25 defense lawyers came to Brian Steele's defense within hours this happened on stream. Once again, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Just watch the full video. Hit subscribe. Here we go. First look at Thug on day 88. Got the clean knitted sweater on. Looking good, looking good.
Mr. Copeland's had the opportunity to speak with his lawyer, and it is my understanding he's going to testify. That's the latest I can give you, okay?
What, he's testifying now? A weekend in jail with some bologna sandwiches changed his mind.
Sir, it is your intent to testify today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, dearest, please, start name.
I wonder what his mind.
I gotta say that.
Already being difficult with the state.
32.
Whoa, the state wireless microphone put in her hand now. Thank God.
Are you from Atlanta?
I'm from Candyville.
Okay. Is that of the city in Atlanta?
I guess.
You guess? Did you grow up in Mechanicsville?
For sure.
All right. And what are your three brothers' names?
Overrule, sir.
Trey, Nato, boss.
Say that one.
Nato, Trey's boss.
Nato, Trez, and Boss.
I went to a lot of different schools.
Okay, what are all the schools you went to?
I don't recall all of them.
When you went to high school, did you go to Southside?
Yeah.
And how old are your two children?
The same age.
Prior to any of this, do you have any criminal convictions?
Of course.
Okay. Do you know offhand how many?
Don't keep up with it.
Okay.
There's a big stretch from Thug. Hit the like button for the stretch. It's intense in here today, dude. With Woody on the stand, it is very intense because of what happened on Friday.
Do you recall having a federal gun charge?
You asking me or you telling me?
I'm asking you.
What you asking me?
Plead guilty to a federal gun charge in 2015.
I think I did.
Did you get out of prison and then go to Rice Street?
Y'all locked me up so much, I can't really.
And let me say this, when we say Rice Street, talking about
I know the setting of this whole situation is not funny, but I can't help but chuckle when some of these guys, like the way they answer questions.
I got team.
in 2019. Okay. Let's go nickname.
Yeah. Woody.
Do you know someone by the name of Stillwell?
What's his nickname?
SB.
Come on, bro. He's in the courtroom. You know SB. You were friends with him.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known Shannon?
We went to school together.
And do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
But I got a vision problem.
Okay.
I can't see that far.
All right. So
I got a vision problem. I can't see that far. Clearly a lie. I don't know why the state puts up witnesses they know are going to be difficult. It kind of makes them look bad.
if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today.
He's to the left, bro. This is amazing. The silent.
Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I ain't had nothing to drink.
Or do you want
Give me a drink.
some water?
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you. But I will put some water up there for you.
I don't drink water. Pretends to pass out.
Who am I looking for?
Shannon.
This is insane.
I think I see him.
Okay. When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So who are you pointing to over there that's wearing gray?
I think the lady got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
The one behind her
Okay, so you're saying you believe that the person behind the lady with the red hair is Shannon. Is that what you're saying today?
look like
That's not Shannon Stillwell right here. So he's intentionally pointing out someone that isn't Shannon.
Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
yeah.
Okay, who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
He's standing behind the bald head dude right there.
He's standing or he's sitting?
Sitting down, I guess.
Okay.
Bro, it's funny because the bald head of the lawyers keeps being brought up every time they identify someone.
Bald head.
So you're saying Shannon's the one with the bald head? Or he's sitting
No, he's
behind
sitting
him?
behind the dude with the bald head. I think it's two people with dreads. I can't see. I just see dreads.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a friendship?
Nope.
Okay. At some point in time, did you develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah. At one point, we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it, I asked you what you mean.
Well, we became cool. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Oh, just a dude in the street.
You never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about Shannon. Would the two of you go out?
We have went out.
Okay. How often have the two of you gone out?
I don't know. But I've been in jail most of that time, so
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
a few times.
So you didn't stop just because you went to jail?
What you mean?
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail? Or
Who determined when a friendship start and stop?
I guess you would.
I will.
Yeah. So did your friendship stop? Or your coolness, because you said coolness. Did your coolness stop with him when you went to jail?
I don't.
Okay.
Hey, Judge. I'm hot. Can I take this sweat off?
That 5-minute break turned into 25 minutes. Brian still has something to say.
Pursuant to the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution and the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal for the appellate courts. I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, he did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, supposedly in chambers, this honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on.
Oh, that's not allowed, right? There can't be an ex parte conversation with the judge, state attorneys, and a witness. What?
But it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based on information and belief, that the lawyer for Mr. Copeland and this court were together, and Ms. Love made representations that John Melnick spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Ms. Love stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never...
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you for just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too. And the reason
I'm asking you a question.
And
How did you find out about it?
I'm going to answer you the question.
Okay.
The judge is shitting his pants. I think the judge realizes he's caught here with something he wasn't supposed to be doing. Wait, how did Steele find out about this? It has to be Mr. Melnick, Copeland's lawyer.
Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somehow accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me and you and Mr. Adams and others have met.
There's a witness there.
Those were ex parte for a lot of different other reasons, but certainly note that for purposes of the record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland...
And you haven't yet.
I'm not
How
going
did
to
you...
answer that question.
You're not?
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to...
No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based on information...
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have this... I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems, okay, at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? If the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that somehow you have surreptitiously gotten in regards to the court's private ex parte conversations with a party.
A party?
Yes.
A witness who was sworn in Friday? The court's telling this is what...
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. A sworn-in witness shouldn't be in an ex parte conversation.
What I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland...
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen.
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court...
Okay.
Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can sit.
He changed it from audible court to court. He took out the word audible. So this conversation could be why Kenneth Copeland is testifying now. Wow, insane. This is going to be a mistrial. This shit's going to be over, dude.
Hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said actually all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte... communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is why wasn't I there? Why did
Sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who tell me who this information is.
I don't want to be held in contempt.
Well,
I'm not answering that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering
attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I am telling
tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you in. I'm going to put you in because it's not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information? Suppose my chambers. Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue. This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made a statement that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was... Don't take my notes. No.
The deputy tried to take his notes? This is literally a TV show. He said Copeland admitted to killing Donovan Thomas.
Okay, Mr. Steele, would you take the podium, please, sir?
The judge's dog is barking behind him. If you didn't know, the judge has a dog behind him at all times for like PTSD. I believe from being in the Army.
Mr. Steele, before I recessed, I asked you, how did you get this information? And it is not covered by work product. There's only one way you could have gotten it. So I'm going to ask you again.
And I respect that. And gives me no joy, as you know, Georgia rule professional. 1.6
I know
applies.
I know what the rule says, but here's the thing.
Well, I'm just. let me just tell
you
my
got. Please tell me who you got it from. I'm not asking you sum and substance of anything as of yet, okay? But I need you to tell me how you got the information. If you don't tell me how you got the information, I'm going to hold you in contempt.
I understand. I don't want to be held in contempt.
Bro, you can't hold a defense lawyer in contempt. That takes the defendant's right away to have counsel, right?
I don't want to hold you in contempt, but this is so sacrosanct to have a conversation in my chambers parroted to you and others. It is that serious.
Yeah. That's why I raised it. It is that serious that we should have been there and it shouldn't have happened.
Sir, that's a whole separate issue, and that's why ex parte conversations are recorded.
Why would it be ex parte? You're acting like it's ex parte under seal.
It's ex parte. It's ex parte because that's what the state asked me to do. It's just like when you asked me for an ex parte conversation.
I've never asked this Honorable Court or any court to meet with me and a witness.
Adding the witness in there is the issue. That's the main issue the judge is ignoring. He's more focused on how it got told to Brian Steele than the main issue.
Sir, you're straying off the issue.
I'm not.
The issue is how did you get this information?
I understand the issue. I promise you, I understand it.
You can't violate something and then use privilege. Okay?
I'm not violating anything.
Okay. That's why I'm saying, how did you get information?
But just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying you're threatening me with contempt.
Privilege would occur. The privilege in 1.6 would occur if you begin with
to give you information, and you're saying it's not some substance. But I'm telling you, I can't do that under the bar rules.
All right. Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt, and you can think about it. 5 o'clock today. We'll see where you are at that stand on that point. Because no, that's not what I understand the rule to be. I'm some in substance of what was said. I asked you how you got it.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can, because I have an idea how you got it.
Well, your idea.
I have an idea how you got it, but that's improper. Sir.
Your idea may be wrong, and you're asking me to listen. I told you the first time, and I'm not.
I don't want to hold you in contempt, but if this is that serious,
Judge,
you cannot eavesdrop and get information's not meant for you to hear at that point.
Judge, and listen, I'll do whatever you want. This is so serious to me. We need a hearing. I'm moving for a mistrial. It is my understanding, based upon information belief,
from whom?
Part of it.
From whom?
Well, I'd like to get the substance first, and then we can.
Okay, well, then you'll be in custody until then.
There's no way he does this. There's no way he puts Brian Steele in custody.
You need to tell me how you got the information. I'm not asking you what was said. You've already kind of given us some snippets of what you said. That tells me that somebody parroted that information to you. So,
but you're assuming something because I told you already.
Well, then, other than if you were sitting, unless you were sitting in there with a record, Miss Love or Miss Hilton or one of the deputies gave you that information, or Miss Weaver shot you a rough transcript. There's only one other person that's left.
Well, Your Honor.
And if that person gave you that information, shared that information with you, she probably violated privilege.
Well, I don't know how that was a privileged communication. It shouldn't have been.
Well, it's because she has a client she's supposed to represent.
Who are you talking about?
But anyways, I'm not going to have a...
When I got this information...
I'm not going to have any further conversation with you about this. I want to know, the question still remains. I want to know who gave you the information.
I'd like to know what information happened outside of her. That's really it.
You can go into custody at this point.
I think that the court needs to again declare a mistrial based upon.
Okay, and I'm going to deny your motion. I'm going to deny your motion.
I understand that you spoke with a witness outside our presence.
And whenever, yes, I had an ex parte conversation, which is appropriate.
And you influenced the witness based on information belief, and I'd like to have that all in the record.
All right.
I mean, I don't know why that's so hard to do. If nothing happened bad, that's fine. But you're acting like, tell me who it is and don't talk about the substance. Why can't we have an issue that was outside of presence it should not have been?
Because you got some information that you shouldn't have gotten.
Let's go, y'all. Show
that's
time.
another day.
But why?
Okay,
Why
that's for
include it
day.
in the first place? I didn't know about this. So I raised it.
This-
I raised it as soon as we found out about it.
This is nasty.
Favor.
This is
It's only
nasty
gonna
right
happen in
here.
the next 24 hours.
You should read it. It's a material part, a critical part of the case. When a judge speaks with a witness outside the presence of the accused, the court has said it's around Division 2.
okay.
That is a material or critical part of the case, and it's an automatic reversal.
Mr. Steele.
But you're acting like it's
Mr. Steele, that is not the case when somebody discloses information in a ex parte conversation that one of the parties lawfully asked me to hold.
You're not supposed to have communication with a witness who's been sworn. You know that I'm not telling you. I'm just saying if you read it, I'm assuming you read it. That's what it says, and you did it supposedly.
The state wish to be heard.
You said it supposedly, and what I'm trying to get to is why did that happen outside of presence? And I need to have I'm respectfully requesting the transcript that you mentioned to be given to us so we could really understand it. I'd be breaching 1.6, and I know you're assuming something.
I don't think you're breaching 1.6. You can't hide behind 1.6.
I'm not hiding behind anything.
You can't hide behind. Yeah, but the thing is, I think you got this information. Somebody disclosed it to you, and that's the only way you could have gotten it.
What I got.
Unless you're sitting there, you're eavesdropping. So you can't use something ordinarily that you had no business getting to begin with.
Second chat.
And stand on, well, hey,
I haven't done this in a minute.
or the
Give me a
party
second.
information. So
Your Honor, but that's the issue, isn't it?
Well,
why aren't we entitled to the information?
you know,
But
that leads to be told. But
we don't know
Mr. Steele.
why we were excluded from that.
Mr. Steele,
And I want that information
stop.
because
Just
Mr.
stop.
Williams' constitutional right under
Just
the Georgia
stop.
Constitution.
Just stop at this point in time because
Article 1,
because
Section
you already said that. You've already
the
said
Georgia
that.
Constitution, and we have the right to be present.
All right, Mr.
And we're not waiving anything.
Yes.
No, I said this previously.
Yes, sir.
But we are not accepting any proffer from Ms.
Okay.
Love.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, Brian Steele is such a G. Why was a sworn witness talking to the state and the judge, and then now suddenly he wants to testify? Isn't that f***ing insane? I'm seeing so many defense lawyers on Twitter like freaking out over this.
We certainly have the right to request ex parte communications. That's why we ask that the court reporter be present. This is a matter that the defendants did not have a right to be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive. We believe illegally obtained from the court's chambers.
I represent Mr. Williams, and my statements are in regards to my representation of Mr. Williams. He has two attorneys.
Okay, yeah, he does, but
The court, now having found Mr. Steele in contempt, if the court continues in that position,
The legendary Keith Adams. Here we go, man.
that leaves Mr. Williams represented, at least at this juncture, by myself. That puts me in a position of making sure the court is aware that I'm in receipt of the same information that Mr. Steele received. I'm of the same opinion that the court is engaged in behavior that I believe compromises and corrupts the continuation of this trial. I do believe that we are entitled to and should receive a copy of the transcript so that a full investigation can be made as to what we believe has occurred here. I am asking for a mistrial. I do not believe that we can proceed at this point based upon the information that we've received.
All right,
And frankly, I don't believe the state has any say in that. My statements are in regards to my representation of Mr. Williams. And if Mr. Steele is going to be held in contempt, I have exactly the same position. I also do not believe this.
I asked him, so I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
So, but I'll leave it at that.
On behalf of Shannon Stillwell, I am going to be moving for a mistrial, first and foremost.
All the defenders coming to Brian Steele's aid here.
8:30 for a 9 o'clock start. Did not start till approximately, I'm estimating 11 o'clock. We figured something was going on. We were given no information about who was meeting, what the meeting was about, or whether the meeting was ex parte or not ex parte, who requested the meeting, who was in the
Never
meeting.
sit in
We
the
were
dark,
completely
y'all. Never sit in the
And
dark.
quite
All right,
frankly,
let's
we
get back
kind
to
of
let's get
remained
to
in
it.
the dark. I'm not going to
That
throw
was
out
crazy.
spurious allegations like the ones that have been thrown at
That was crazy right there. We gotta finish this up right here. Ready to see some video games?
Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games from creators around the world over the next 2 hours. But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry
Jack Kelly.
is evolving and
What's his birthday?
Thanks to digital
He looks like
distribution, smaller
he looks like
teams
either a
and
Capricorn or
creators
Virgo.
are finding
Hold on.
incredible
Jack Kelly.
success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year.
What's up,
Two
Jack?
of them
Oh, he
are,
cancer.
big company games.
Okay, gotcha.
But the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams, or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool.
Hades
I get
2 is already
inspired
out, right?
That new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great. And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter. but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games?
What we got?
All right, it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
Next.
Hey, look, this is Hot Dog Guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity!
Oh! Horizon, the Lego edition.
Hey, over here! Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Crazy eye. And cut fire attack.
A lonely hero, hunting machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Right.
I don't even play Lego games like that, but I definitely gotta give this one a shot.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny things,
Woohoo, buddy!
and making.
All right, never mind.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Ooh, that's a big one. Here we go. Down you go. Woo, gotta get a snack.
Oh, you want mustard on that?
I'm good.
Is it by the same voice actor? Someone like, wow. Speaking of that, speaking of Lego pieces, don't forget to check out Pharrell's new movie, Piece by
That
Piece.
was Lego Horizon Adventures coming out.
He
later
tells
this
his
year
he
for
tells the story
PlayStation,
of his
also
life,
day one on
but in
PC
Lego
and
pieces.
Nintendo Switch.
Awesome.
It's a playful, lighthearted
That's so
story
awesome right there.
inspired
Very
by the
creative.
Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
Look how they be walking. It says 8-player co-op. more room in hell.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right. To introduce our next game, please me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and
She was
wizards,
on Final Fantasy
we all dream
7
soaring through
Rebirth.
the sky like our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star? To beat your toughest opponents? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams?
She the voice of Tifa?
To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of the Quidditch champion?
Oh no, she's a streamer. I think I follow her. Yeah, I follow her. Wow.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It's from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who's been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuff Bust.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a small taste of what's to come.
Let it rip. You already seen this. Give me a minute. I'll be right back, y'all. Is that by Annapurna? Age of Empires? Yeah, it was something like that. Civilization, yeah. Ain't time man, Aquarius. Holy shit.
A friend needs a little something.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Oh, that's Wu. Is this Wukong? August 20th. It's finally coming out. It's coming out on the PlayStation.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers. Even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies, we die to live again.
Hey, what's good with the wish list?
The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days? Then there is much to learn. The numbers are endless. I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight! Hiroshima!
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October.
New game called
Please
Metaphor?
welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hashino and Shikanori Sojiba.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody.
It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという
I got
他のゲーム
jobs.
でいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウを結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Coward! No holding back!
Excuse me.
Now you've acquired a most interesting power. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King
this is
and
on
his
MetaQuest?
cultist devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
It can't be Ken Conway. He passed away.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Only quest, man.
When the bat falls, the rats rise.
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one
Street
ever
Fighter.
since. So, let's check it out.
There's him, Luke and Guy. Yep. Oh, Terry. Oh, Layla! Yo, they got Terry in the game, bro. Wow. They got Terry on the Street Fighter, yo. That's wild. Slot, my brothers.
Test of power. I guess
Shit, I can give that to my brother for Christmas.
this will be when the true battle begins.
Monkey.
You'll give it to 1,000,000 pieces, just like I did that earlier. You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare!
I'm not going to hell alone. You will only cry. Are you ready?
Do it! Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save her. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need
Trunks?
Goku, wait! What?
Father and Son Final Flash. What? What?
You are a prison boy! The true form of autonomous open is my turn now. Change everything, then.
A Father and Son Final Flash.
No way.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team, rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero is now very serious. With conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Al-Sara Guard. It's time to take action. Objective. Collect and decode the Mandelbrot, located at the tourist center at the southeast region. We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly, silently.
We're in position. Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Brenda, clean the balcony. On your mark.
Balcony clear. Go, go, go. Clear the area.
Shield down. I'm going in.
Shit. Second floor. I got shot. They're coming up.
All clear. Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission brief. The drill is over. Operation commences.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere look at that gameplay.
Why this shit look like an upgraded Modern Warfare?
All units prepare for landing. 2 feet, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a need senior cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air strike! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicles under attack!
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. For real this time.
Time to set sail.
What, Ryu gonna be in that game? Ryu and Ken? I think I saw using my headphones.
Not interested!
Water balloon! Lots to make that for ya.
You're next.
Battle Crunch. Gundam. Gundam! Yeah, it was like Mecha something.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep, and I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy?
I'll save you, no matter what. Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help case. What they need
Wow,
a
this is
game
crazy.
designer. Should have some developer mode.
Dark times await us.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games.
Sure do.
Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s.
Hey, Blumhouse
experiences,
owned by
intense-
MTV?
Intense first-person shooters. Or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore. And our independent development partners, they feel the same and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners. And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks. We can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there. And I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, and yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, so Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling off. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now, here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
Now that's a beat 'em up game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now that's a beat 'em up right there. Dee, 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 dee.
What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come 2 is arriving later this year.
Yeah,
This is
that
a
what's
first-person
good with Kingdom
open-world
Hearts?
action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. These 2 young fellas, I need to find. One's a smart-ass Smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father.
Oh wow, look at
There are
that.
many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
Yeah, remake of Silent Hill coming out and a remake of Metal Gear Solid. Ooh. Not the Ouroboros. The Ganados. Yeah, that's crazy. What is it called again? What? Killer Bean. What was it? Thursday. All right, it's Thursday. Sorry, chat. Ice is kicking in. What up, Phoenix? Karen. Okay. Chat, when I'm like this, scratching myself and everything, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm out. Oh wow. So she possessing people? Yo, they be dropping a lot of Monster Hunter games. A lot. Kings are vicious.
To the task!
He impersonated him.
Come on!
There is but one certainty in the cosmos. Change.
All right, we're back live for more Summer Game Fest. The first Descendant,
I'm,
powered by Unreal Engine 5,
I'm gonna
is a next-gen looter
fish
shooter
tomorrow as
with
well.
dynamic cooperative gameplay, including the coupling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
All these conspiracy theories doing a lot of exposures, man. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The first Descendant.
Yeah, Kelly Cow. Ichi Gamer. Ichi, she from South Carolina, right? What she play? She play Elden Ring? What's she playing Elden Ring? Anyways, chat. I'm gonna send y'all to the Geechee Gamer. You dig? And we gonna jump back on tomorrow, but the ice is kicking in, y'all. The ice is definitely kicking in. And I need to get going. In the meantime, it's your boy Guest Man signing off. Y'all take care. Dream big, go hard, man.